Now it's turning steering wheel by itself, which is pretty cool. That's your basically a Super Cruise package that kind of helps with the whole thing here. All right, everybody, this is Vic from V-Drive. Hope you're doing amazing today. Bringing it to you 2025 GMC Acadia Denali with the Denali Reserve and a Super Cruise package. Yes, you heard it right. Just like all of the Denali high-end vehicles or any of the GM high-end vehicles, you have Super Cruise package. You're going to get that into this vehicle too. But let's just take a second to appreciate this body style that GM has produces for 2024 and 2025. They went from a boxy vehicle to a smaller vehicle. Now they come back to the boxy shape. Now, a lot of people are debating these days if they're really going to choose this vehicle over a Denali Yukon for the size point of view, because this is quite a large vehicle, and I'll show it to you guys. Let's take a look at this beautiful vehicle. You have the nice LED lights at the front end. Look at this, the way the whole action just come across. You have the nice projector lamp, fog lamps, all that, and there is a nice broader front grille, as you can see right here. Along with this vehicle, you also get the signature GM key that they've been using it for pretty much with all the vehicles here. Look at this honeycomb grille at the front end. You have aero shutters behind it. They are open right now because temperature in my city is right around 10 degrees. You have the front-facing camera, part of the 360 camera, front-end sensors, radar underneath. Pretty much a nice package look, as you can see. Your fender flares are actually body matched, which is onyx black. And with the Denali Reserve package, along with an upgraded performance suspension, you also have 22 inches wheels. That's right, you heard it right. The standard package that you get with the Denali is 20 inches. Denali Reserve, you get these 22 inches wheels. Looks pretty sick, right? Gives it a nice boldy look, right? Look at this. Vehicle is a little bit dirty. I just washed it quickly for you guys to see it, but obviously it's a black color, so it gets dirty really quickly. But look at the back of the vehicle here real quick. It's quite a lot of space. It's a wide vehicle, nice light design, as you can see. You have dual set of exhaust both the sides, and you can open up your trunk just by using buttons, obviously. Behind this area here, you do have a towing hitch. Your towing capacity is 5,000 pounds, as long as it's equipped with the trailer towing package. That gives you towing coolers for your transmissions as well. So this is how the space looks like. Space at the back of this Denali Acadia is just like a regular Yukon, actually. Similar looking space, but obviously Yukon is slightly bit wider. There is plenty of space underneath here if you want to store your groceries or if you want to throw your snacks into it, and that's your block heater cord, obviously. You have power buttons for your third row seating. You can actually press these buttons and drop down your seats if you want to. And same, you can do it for your second row too if you want to move it forward and backward, which I'm going to show it to you. Look at this. You can just drop it like this. Pretty smooth stuff, eh? Right? Press the button and the whole windows comes down. At the back right here, not only you have a rear vision camera, you also have a washer for your backup camera. Along with that, rear camera mirror that has a washer too, which is pretty sick. Let me quickly open up the engine so I can show you what's it's packing underneath the vehicle. All right, under the hood you get 2.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that puts out 328 horsepower and 326 pound-feet of torque. In the older version, it was 3.6 V6 engine that puts out 310 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. So obviously power is more right now. In the previous version, it was 9-speed transmission. This is 8-speed transmission. Fuel economy is really good. Everything is organized really properly. Air filter, engine, and there is some foam underneath the engine to make your vehicle quieter. Obviously a big battery, your coolant, all that kind of stuff, right? Talking about the price, with the Super Cruise package and the Denali Reserve package, you're looking at right around $77,000 in Canada. United States, you guys can do your calculation based on the conversion rate there. But without the Denali Reserve package and the Super Cruise package, you can possibly get this vehicle for $69,900, right? Which is pretty reasonable if you don't see value in those extra features. But let's get into the vehicle inside here, right? I want to show you something here. Look at this. So you have a side button here that you can use to move your seats forward, right? And if you are sitting at the back right there, you can press this button here too and move your seats forward if you would like, right? That makes up a little bit of a space for you guys, right? And I'm gonna move it back real quick, move it forward just like a normal vehicle. So it gives me a little bit of space here. I'm gonna get inside here. Leather seats inside, obviously. Talking about the space, it's not that bad, obviously. if my driver's seat, which I like to sit really far back, if it's a little bit forward, I can move this one forward, and I can have a little bit of more space. But right now, I feel a little bit crammed up here. However, I do have cup holders both the sides here. 3 kids can sit here really comfortably. For somebody like me, I'm 6'2", it can be a little bit challenging. But I have a USB-C port here. But guess what? Look at this. I can just press this and the seat move forward, right? In the middle here, you have separate climate control system with the heated seats, 110-volt port, USB-C ports, and a full panoramic sunroof. As you can see, looks pretty nice actually. There is a nice stitchings all around the doors here, nice wooden stitch. You have Performance Series Bose audio system, 16 speakers with the subwoofer, which is pretty cool actually. But a regular Denali just get 12 speakers, right? But let me just show you the front end of the vehicle so I can get into a few more nitty-gritty stuff. Let's get inside the vehicle here real quick now. You have power seats, obviously with the lumbar support, both driver and passenger here. Look at all the stitchings. Very nice, comfy seats here. Gives you a Yukon feeling inside. Nice stitchings, white stitching, perforation, heated and cooling, and with the nice Denali badge on top of your headrest too. Performance Series speakers, which I just mentioned, sounds really nice. Your button right here to open up your tailgate, right? And when you get inside, so this is how your steering wheel looks like. Denali badge here. You have paddle shifters here when you shift it into your manual lower mode here. You have adaptive cruise button here, which I'm going to show it to you in a second when we go for a test drive. Buttons behind your steering wheel. You have all the drive modes here on the side where you can change if you want to put in a tow haul mode, snow and ice, off-road, sport, and your normal mode. It's going to change all those animations slightly bit, right? You do have a heads-up display which is really bright, which looks pretty cool. And if you would like, you can also throw maps right into this screen here, along with the fact that you can throw maps right into this screen here too. You have a rear camera mirror. You have, of course, the buttons for your sunroof shade if you would like to close. Cup holders here. You do have your wooden space right here. Looks really nice and bougie with obviously your wireless charging and obviously your cup holders here. There's a small storage space here too with a little bit of a light. Looks pretty good. Nice layout overall with the leather trim and obviously your real wood here and the Denali badge all around the side, right? There is a subwoofer which is pretty nice, which I feel like it was a nice upgrade, much needed upgrade, not gonna lie. So whereas your heated seats and heated cooling seats buttons are right here, there's a nice animation for your volume around the side. Your air controls are right here. Apple CarPlay Android Auto is still alive in all the GM gas vehicles. There is an ambient lighting. You can choose into all these colors and you can decide brightness and all that cool stuff however you want. Climate control you can control for the back from here too. If you want to control your lights for your vehicle, you can press this button here. You can select auto, your high beams, low beams, all that stuff. There is no physical button as such, and the way you shift your transmission is this: you pull it and you drop it down. That's your drive. And if you're in drive and on a slower speed, even if you turn on if you open up your door, the vehicle is gonna go to park. Did you guys just see that? It just shifted to park, right? So that's a really cool feature here. If you go to vehicle status here, you can just press on all these small buttons for the tire pressure, the oil life, right, battery voltage, all that kind of stuff. And if you want to look into the gauges, that's where your gauges are. And if you would like to have a specific gauge on your screen, you just go add to driver's display and the transmission fluid goes right on your display. So this is how it looks like, right? Pretty neat stuff, right? So this is all about the vehicle. And another cool feature you have is the auto park assist, which I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to try to park this vehicle in a parking spot here, and I'll show it to you how accurate it is when it works, right? Because if you're scared about parking your vehicle in tight spot, just like my girlfriend there, you know what, you can actually come out of the parking spot or goes in the parking spot really efficiently. So you go auto park assist, make sure you're in drive, auto park assist, and if I will choose this, now it says take your hands off the steering wheel. Now my hands are off, as you can see. I'm gonna leave this real quick. Now it's turning steering wheel by itself, which is pretty cool. That's your basically a Super Cruise package that kind of helps with the whole thing here. Right now, it's turning the steering wheel. It's backing me up. Look at this. Isn't that nice if you're in a tight parking spot? And if somebody coming right in front of me, it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna stop me right there and then. There you go. Exit park control complete. Take control as soon as I cancel that. It's gonna put me into park, and here it is. I'm into drive. If you like this video so far, please don't forget to drop a comment and like the video. I really need all the support. I'm putting a lot of work to make sure people get the right information regarding their vehicles. So please don't forget to subscribe. There is more and more fun content is on the way as well. And let's just take this vehicle for a ride, and so I can show it to you. Suspension is really smooth. The vehicle is really quiet because you have a thing called active noise cancellation. These little mics detect all kind of active noise inside the vehicle and cancel it out with your speakers there, with the Performance Series speakers. You know what I'm saying? Right? Let's just take this for a ride, and we'll see how it handles for you guys. So the initial acceleration is not too bad. It feels smooth actually. However, I would like to point out one thing. The fact that this one has a great fuel economy, it's a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. You may feel that the engine screams a little bit when you accelerate. Acceleration from 0 to 100 is a little bit faster, about 1 second faster than a V6 version. Right, which is great actually if you're looking for the fuel economy. But if you're like, I don't want my engine to scream that much, right, then you'll have to go to the older model. But you're not gonna have this beauty around the vehicle, you know what I'm saying? You guys can possibly hear this engine, the way it's making a sound. Alright, it's time to put this vehicle into sports mode and see how it handles. Definitely, as soon as it went to the sports mode, to the normal mode, the RPM goes up. For example, just see that right there. Right, it's in normal right now. As soon as it goes to a sports mode, it goes up by 450 clicks basically, right? So let's just see. I'm gonna floor it right now and see how it handles. It definitely goes for a vehicle of this size, and 7-passenger. It's definitely not slow, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna quickly go on a highway and engage Super Cruise, and I can show it to you how the whole autonomous driving works into this. Right, here it is. Let's turn on this cruise control. Cruise control set to 110, and I can turn on the Super Cruise as well. Here it is. So Super Cruise is on. All I have to do is make sure don't do anything. Right, that's the best part about having a vehicle with a Super Cruise. So for example, now I didn't even do anything. The guy in front of me is a little bit slow, so it's going to look at the fast lane and it's going to take me there, just like this. And I didn't even give any command, by the way. And you can turn this feature off if you find this too advanced, just in case. Look at this. So I'm going 110. The guy in front of me is slow, and there you go. I'm going to turn on this. And guess what? It's going to push me for a little bit higher speed, which is just did for a mid-second. And boom, there you go. I'm in the left lane again. I'm going to go in the left lane again. Look at this. Pretty cool feature. So I don't have to touch anything. 400,000 kilometers, 400,000 miles have been mapped out in North America with the Super Cruise, all national highways. And if it's end of 2026, which will be next year, within 2 years, right, it's going to be 1 million miles across North America, Canada, and US, which is pretty cool. Now time to take some control because we are exiting here. Look at this. Let's just give it a little bit of power here. Make sure nobody is behind me. Here it is. Feels really smooth, comfortable. It's sound deadening. It's not loud, other than the engine that makes a screaming noise. Right, let me rephrase that. But overall, it's a really good vehicle. Right, if you definitely don't want to spend a Yukon Denali money, which is going to be $110,000, you can get all of the features of a Yukon into an Acadia Denali reserve package with Super Cruise for $110. And if you want Super Cruise and a Yukon Denali, you're looking at $120,000 in Canada, right? Plus luxury tax and all that BS that Canadian consumers have to go through, right? But this is where we are at, right? Let me know what your thoughts are regarding this vehicle. I would say before you make any decision on buying any Highlanders or Buick Enclave, which GM sell that too, it's a pretty slick vehicle, just a different interior inside. Come and take a look at this vehicle. You won't be disappointed, but I can tell you this, it will be hard to get an Acadia because a lot of people are after these vehicles. But with that, we are done. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back in my next video. Thank you.